Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is a special edition of the NFC Championship game on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
Two teams that don't like each other much. One will go to Super Bowl 53 as we're underway in the 2019 NFC title game. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. It'll be the 14-year veteran leading him onto the field, Alex Smith, making his first start here as a Washington Redskin. They'll be led out by the #1 overall selection back in 2005 out of the University of Utah. It's Alex Smith.
I think one of the things that attracted people to Alex Smith initially was his mobility, and that's never changed. That guy's a great athlete, but he's so sharp with the football, so accurate, and takes care of it so well, he rarely puts his team in bad situations.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep is Darren Sproles. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
Not only does he look the part, he plays it as well. Tall, prototypical-looking pocket passer with better athletic ability than what people think. Gets outside of the pocket and makes big plays downfield.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On 1st down, Wentz. And his first pass is incomplete. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's brought down after a good game. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Wentz now on first down. Shakes off the sack. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. On first and 10, here's Wentz.
What's up, man? Got here pretty much just in time. I didn't get notification again. Only sometimes I do. NF Energy Bank.
He buries him for a loss of 10. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
Big game, really big. Offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it,
but let's see Eagles, let's beat those Redskins.
Discrediting their work.
Wentz now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply.
Who would have thought they was?
I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there. Heels a little bit. You put a sword in here, it's a long way to go.
Yeah, you're right. Who would have thought it?
Yeah, I think this is where the caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play.
Redskins would even make the playoffs, LOL.
I think they'd love to gain that big
I know. Who would ever... I would have never thought it. Where's the punt? Okay, good punt.
So on fourth down, here's Brad Norton on to punt it away. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder.
Stakes is way too high.
He steps into this one, and this is a
lot
rocket.
of dumb things yesterday.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
I know you saw that comeback, man. We were supposed to be done yesterday.
The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Man. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Seattle, and they knocked off Green Bay. Yes, they did. They knocked off Green Bay and Green Bay. I think by 1 or 2 points.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's thrown in by Jamison Crowder. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. On first down, it's Smith. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Jordan Hicks battled a lot of injuries while at the University of Texas, but his last season there played up to the potential they saw when he was coming out of high school. Well over 100
Wait, Pittsburgh and Jacksonville final score, it says 0-0.
Coverage, and now uses his intelligence to run the entire Philadelphia Eagles defense from the middle linebacker position.
The game should be up there. That game just took place. Jacksonville beat the Steelers.
Yeah, to throw on second down to Smith. And this will be
Jacksonville will be in the Super Bowl.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
I got to get past the skin. But the Jacksonville Jaguars are waiting.
To throw on third down. Jordan Reed has it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Wait, this is championship ship.
Size, the hands,
speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of the offensive coordinator, don't you?
and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, formation showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play
I
by
thought
them
this was
defensively to
divisional
hold
game
it to a
because we
short game.
beat the Saints in the wild card.
You remember we beat the
3
Saints.
to go on the road
I
to
know.
the Super Bowl.
The Redskins, man.
Nothing our score.
I can't believe this, man. I didn't make the pick.
After this timeout.
Believe me, MC Eagles, I didn't pick the Skins. Who would have thought? You know what I mean? I'm with you, man. Do you think I really thought the Redskins was going to be in the division championship?
The sports fuel.
No, that was in
Back
'92,
live,
though.
Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's
Redskins
Redskins
were in the
football to
division
begin quarter number
championship.
2.
I
We've got a
think
second down and
1989.
8 to start things
The
out.
Redskins actually did go to the Super Bowl, though. Most people forgot about it. Yes, they did in the I think late '90s, 98, around '97, '98.
The gun, Smith.
They did, the Redskins did the Super Bowl before. I think they might have.
It'll bring up
If you go
third
back
down.
to the Super Bowl history,
So many times
they
defensive
might have
backs
won.
get
I
caught
think during the
playing
time of
man
Randall
rather than the
Cunningham.
football, but not
Randall
in this case. That's an
Cunningham, John
excellent play.
Elway,
Did exactly what you're
in the
supposed to
late
do.
90s.
Attack the
Old school football.
and help break up the pass.
I think
As
the
a
Redskins
result,
might have
knocks
won.
it down.
Just most people don't talk about
He's
it.
going to flip that out to the flat.
Most
It's
people don't talk
complete.
about it, that's all.
And they go
Okay,
the
so
wrong way
after this
here.
game is
Knocks
the
back to
NFC
the 20.
Championship.
A loss
No,
of
the
a
Super
yard that
Bowl.
brings
Super
up
Bowl.
four.
The Super Bowl is after this.
Really good
The winners
defensive
of this.
effort. They were all over
you'll
that
see
little
the
swing
Super Bowl.
pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
I'm
Terrific
going to
read,
NFC.
better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw
Right.
it all the way.
Okay,
ran
I know
to
I
the
had it
football,
right?
And caused a nice play.
Wait a
for
minute, I
lost
know I
yardage.
abbreviated it right. Hold on. Because I did the post right. All right. I had to do the post right. All right.
So now on fourth down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. Right hash, 37-yard attempt.
How you forget the device I know
Is
game.
good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first point. So
This is the division game.
First action on the scoreboard.
This is the
about time
conference
to get-
championship.
The action's been
I
right
just
there
called
on the
it the
field.
NFC
Trying to
division.
figure out who could gain an
Division
advantage, gain some field
championship.
position.
This is the third round. It tells you on that screen.
I'm loving this
It
kind
tells
of
you
game.
that.
And feels like kickers
It
might
tells
play
you
a
the
big
third
role in
round.
this
Now
one.
look on the screen.
Yes,
It
make
says
sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their
You
own
played
25-yard
Saints in
line.
wild card and was
hoping to
waiting
do
to
better
see
than
who
they
you
did
played
their
in
last
divisional
possession
then
when they
NFC
punted the football.
Championship is
Appeal to the
after.
vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes
MC
free, it's
Eagles,
often
you watched
unusual
all the games,
for the
man.
team
You
that
watched
lost
all
it
the
to get
games.
it
You
back.
saw all of them.
Because this is the
watched
quarterback.
every
The ball
last
gets
ball.
away from him.
You watched
Everyone
the
else
first
is trying
one?
to execute what they're supposed to
You
do
think
on
to the
offense.
wild
They're usually
card?
looking in the other direction,
And you
downfield,
watched,
or
Because
moved
it's
away from
divisional
him.
game
In
than
this
NFC
case, though, the
Championship
teammate is able to
usually.
come up with the ball.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Into the Redskins, have it they do. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder.
All right,
And I
both
know
of you.
for
Is that
the
a
most
fumble?
part, we think about a ball being
It
slick
can't be a
when there's
fumble, no.
rain or
It
snow,
wasn't
any
a
type of
fumble.
moisture.
Was it?
But when it's cold and dry
And
like
it
this,
is cold.
and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are
Insu
cold,
confused
and the
LOL.
hits seem harder. So yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football.
Okay, we got the
which
ball,
means to
yeah.
emphasize it that
All right,
much
thank
more.
God. All right, we got the ball.
Right now,
So we got the
12
ball,
degrees.
36.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before
Who
he
did
gets
you play
into
in divisional game then?
territory. 23 yards on the play.
Los Angeles Rams. Remember the Rams? You watched the game. The Los Angeles
Wins
Rams
now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
They would beat me all game, and I came back.
In the close defense,
now, I didn't think I would come back.
And see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field.
Oh shit, that's why I missed the game.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A good pick up there on 20 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there that sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. The Redskins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing again is Smith. It's brought in by Dodson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He's going to look deep down the field. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And incomplete here on 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now Wentz. Completes it to Ajayi. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Throwing now is Wentz. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Sorry, trying to help so you have more time.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Drops it off to Ajayi. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, it's Wentz. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Preston Smith in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Wentz going to throw. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Snags it from a pick, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes a fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
New shit.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the AFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers doing battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Carson Wentz and the Eagles make their way out to the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go. He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On first down, Wentz. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Wentz to throw on second down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs. The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. To throw is Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now. They'll run with Thompson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused. Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss. Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out. Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball. Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done. One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover. Big thanks to the defense. But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level. Ertz has it left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Wentz now on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield. And now it's second down.
A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Into the red zone, Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Wentz to throw again. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
All right, Jay. Coming through big when we need it.
And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead.
All right.
That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
Let's go, Eagles.
Always
On the
patient,
board
off the
against
field,
DC.
making a play and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the
Yay,
offense.
let's go
On for
Birds,
the
fly
extra
Eagles,
point, Jake
fly.
Elliott. Elliott good on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. So this drive spans 7 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And this is good for a first down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or 2 in the middle of the field. If you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the ball at the 28-yard line.
All right, come on, let's go.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Following the fumble recovery, Smith. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And avoids the contact by sliding. 1 quarter remains. remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field, and we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the fourth. The Redskins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Smith, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. This for a fourth-quarter lead. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And now back out comes the offense. Right now, Charles, this is the drive of the season. You're on the road here in the playoffs. It's put up or shut up. They need points.
This is where you have to come together as a team, as you just noted, on the road. So that means they've carried that mentality with them throughout. Hey, we've got to go on the road. We've got to rely on ourselves, right? Focus, yet still find the fun in it. How great is this, guys? Look at the spot we're in right now. And then go to your top players, call the plays that they run best.
Yeah, sort of controlling their own destiny, but this place has been loud. Not going to be easy. Now Wentz throwing on second down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. To throw, it's Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll try to run with a J. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. He'll get it up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Wentz now to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Smith now on second down. Caught on the right side, Reed. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Tressway now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Philadelphia getting set
Why
to
did
take
you
the
call
field.
a Timmy out
And
now?
they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Here's Wentz to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Wentz now on 1st down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Zach Brown in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
And this is no good. Oh, by a matter of inches, he missed it wide to the right.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They have the football. They're looking good, but the lead is just 2. So any mistake in a field goal can beat you. They got to be careful.
And that's where it gets difficult because you don't want that to leak into your thinking. You want to play like, hey, we've got the advantage. We can close this out. Don't play from fear, and they can win this game.
See if they can play fear-free and hang on. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. The Redskins, they can smell victory now. They take a knee.
Damn, now they're playing cheap by
And with a
kneeling
3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And the crowd on its feet, and understandably so. They are Super Bowl bound after taking that knee.
How about the ability to celebrate not just winning a championship, but to do it with your fans on your home field? What a great collaboration for them all year long.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough, because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again, because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.